My parents were being rude, so I kicked them out. Throwaway and phone, I had my parents over for dinner this weekend, 60. And after my daughter, 10, asked if she could play us a song she had been practicing on her keyboard. She gets lessons. It wasn't perfect. Few missed notes, a couple pauses, but she did really well. She looked up at the end, massive smile, and I started clapping and my parents started fucking laughing. Not just a little chuckle. A massive fucking belly laugh. Then both my mom asked if it was her first time playing it and my dad said it had to have been. A dog could have played that better. It was like my daughter was shrinking on the spot and she looked down and said, "No, I've had 2 lessons, but doing it with 2 hands is hard," and they just laughed even fucking harder. I just stood up, took their cups, and said, "Leave. Now." My mom tried to say about how they hadn't finished their drinks. They wanted to hear another song, etc., and said, "Get your stuff and get the fuck out of my house right now." My dad started doing this huffing thing he does when someone dares to speak up to him, and my mom said that there was no need to be like this, that I can't protect her all the time and she preparing my daughter for the real world. I said, "It's not teaching the real world. They're just nasty little bullies picking on children, and shit like this is why I was so fucked up as kid. Now leave." They got their stuff and left. I sat with my daughter and explained how proud of her I was and how well she was doing. To ignore them. They were just being cruel because they don't know any other way to be, and asked if she could please play it again, which she did. On the Sunday I messaged and said that until they can behave like decent human beings that we're taking a break away from them. My dad replied that it was my choice, but he didn't realize he raised me to be so precious. Now my lovely brown-nosing golden child of a sister is getting involved. She phoned me today with my parents' version of events, telling me as I was a nasty piece of work and should never speak to my parents that way, that I'm wrapping my child in cotton wool and blah blah blah. I just told her to go fuck herself and hung up. I'm not asking if I'm in the wrong for standing up for my daughter. I'll always do that. But I did go pretty 0 to 100. I kicked them out straight away. I swore at them and in front of my daughter. I did raise my voice at the end when I said leave. I was and still am angry. I don't think I'd even accept an apology from them at this point. This behavior isn't new, it's decades old, but this is the first time it affected my daughter. Did I go too far? React too much? Should I have tried to be calmer? Talk it out? I don't know, AITAH? Edit. Lots of people think I'm a mom, lol, nope. Single dad. Also, thank you all for your comments. Def calming the anger I felt and making me feel less shit for the way I reacted. Edit 2. I really appreciate all the comments, even the ones calling me Mama Bear, lol. I never doubted I was in the right for standing up for my daughter. Just how I went about it. I'm gonna sit and talk with my daughter about it all either tomorrow after school or on the weekend. My parents and sister can just disappear for all I care right now. To all the commenters that said they wish they had someone like me when they were younger, I get it, man. I really do. I hope you got someone now or are able to be that someone. Reading all these comments def changed my anger into sadness, realization that I'm not alone with the shitty parents. Thanks for sharing and thanks for the comments, guys. Even the trolls, you were great. Also, please stop giving awards. It's a throwaway. Don't waste your money. Edit 3. Really appreciate all the comments and DMs, but my phone's going a bit mad with it all, so I'm gonna delete the account. I'm gonna keep the post up because people have posted a bunch of links I'd like to look into this weekend. Thanks all. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.